Ilia Malinin just committed the one cardinal sin you avoid during an Olympic gold medal run. The date is February 2026. Every single seat in the Milan arena is filled. The air is thick with tension. The weight on Team USA was heavy enough to crush bones. They held the lead in the team event, but the Japanese squad was surging right on their heels. 4 years of grinding boils down to the men's free skate. A standard athlete plays the percentages. They do the math, land the required jumps, and cruise to the podium. But Ilia Malinin is anything but standard. In the final seconds of a routine that had already dismantled his rivals, he didn't settle for a graceful spin to close. He hurled himself backward into the void, flipping his body upside down and slamming down onto a single razor-thin steel blade. The crowd didn't just clap politely, they erupted. It was the deafening noise of a sport being dragged by the collar into a brand new era. With that backflip, a maneuver outlawed in the Olympics for decades, Malinin didn't just finish his set, he put a hammer through it. He officially locked down the gold for the United States. For 4 years, these skaters lived in the haze of the Beijing scandal, waiting for medals trapped in a courtroom. But here in Milan, there was no waiting, just the quad god floating upside down, screaming to the world that their time had finally come. To grasp the size of this win, you have to understand the pressure cooker that is the team event. It is a mathematical brawl. 10 nations enter, and points are handed out based on where you finish in each discipline. Men, women, pairs, and ice dance. First place grabs 10 points. Second gets 9, and so on. Entering the final day, it was a brutal dogfight between the Americans and the Japanese. Team USA banked on stunning skates from veterans Madison Chalk and Evan Bates, who provided the emotional anchor the squad needed. Yet everyone knew the script would end with the men's free skate. The United States didn't just need a closer. They needed someone to eclipse the Japanese contender completely. They needed a performance so dominant it would render the arithmetic useless. Enter Ilia Malinin. His free skate was a surgical strike. He didn't even need to empty his clip and fire off all 6 quads. Instead, he played it smart. 4 pristine quadruples, massive combinations, and an artistic flair that shut down every critic who called him a mere jumping robot. He posted a staggering score of 227.44, that number locked in the top spot, depositing 10 points into the American account. When the giant screen flashed the standings, USA first, Japan second, and Canada third. The scene in the kiss and cry area was pure pandemonium. Check the tape again closely. You see the veterans weeping, and right in the center stands Malinin, the 21-year-old former lone wolf, now the rock of the world's greatest skating team. He didn't just secure his points, he carried the banner across the finish line himself. But let's discuss the moment that melted the servers, the backflip. In figure skating mythology, it is the ultimate forbidden fruit. For decades, the International Skating Union, the ISU, kept it on the banned list. They deemed it too reckless, too much like a circus act, lacking the dignity required for Olympic ice. The most iconic moment was at the 1998 Nagano Games, when French rebel Surya Bonali, knowing gold was impossible, landed a one-footed backflip right in the judges' faces. It was a colossal gesture of defiance against the establishment. She took the penalty, and the move stayed illegal for 26 years. Nobody dared touch it in competition until Malinin. Leading up to the 2024 season, Malinin and a few peers started pressuring the ISU. Their argument: the sport had to evolve to capture a new generation. Shockingly, the suits listened. The ban was finally lifted, but legality doesn't equal wisdom. The physics involved in an ice backflip are the stuff of nightmares. On the ground, friction aids your takeoff. On ice, there is zero friction. You have to generate massive vertical lift using only the toe pick of your skate. You rotate backward blindly. You are plummeting from 5 feet up onto a curved metal blade only 4 millimeters thick. Miss your center of gravity by an inch and you snap an ankle. Catch an edge and you are slamming your skull onto the hard ice. So why risk everything in the final moments of a gold medal skate? Because Ilia Malinin gets something about modern sports that others don't. The vibe is everything. He didn't get a massive point bonus for the flip. He did it for the culture, proving that Team USA wasn't just showing up to win on cold technicalities. They were there to own the rink. It was the ultimate flex. It was a declaration that his mastery over the blade was absolute, allowing him to gamble everything on a single move purely for the adrenaline rush. To really understand the raw emotion pouring out in the American waiting area, you have to rewind the clock 4 years to Beijing 2022. That team event was supposed to be the ultimate triumph for a legendary crop of American skaters. Nathan Chen, Vincent Zhou, and that powerhouse ice dance team, Hubble and Donahue. They were brilliant, taking second place right behind the Russian Olympic Committee. But before medals touched their necks, Kamila Valviva's failed drug test ruined everything. The ceremony was scrapped instantly, leaving the entire Olympic world in shock. Team USA left Beijing with nothing but broken hearts and empty suitcases. It took over 700 days of legal battles before they finally got their gold medals. The ceremony finally happened in Paris, 2024. Justice was served late, leaving a bitter taste for the figure skating world. The 2026 Milan Games were meant to fix that. This victory feels different. It is fast, undeniable, and it comes with zero controversy or asterisks. There are no pending drug tests now. Ilia Malinin was just a junior skater when the Beijing scandal first broke the internet. He watched his idols get robbed of their moment. So in Milan, he made it his personal goal to ensure that history would never repeat itself. By delivering such a dominant skate, he made sure the score was too high for any legal drama to touch. But this win isn't just for today's athletes. It belongs to every skater who missed their national anthem back in Beijing 2 years ago. Ilia Malinin is the bridge between past heartbreak and total American dominance. Finally, he is silencing the one big critique that followed his career. People called him a soulless jumping robot, claiming he treated skating like a math problem hitting quads while totally ignoring the emotion of the music. During this team event, Malinin killed that story for good. And yes, the massive jumps were there. Those quad flips and lutzes were huge and looked effortless, as if gravity forgot about him. But look closer at what he did in those quiet moments between the big stunts. His artistry scores, the grade for his actual performance, were the highest he has ever seen in a major world competition. He showed a new maturity, a connection to the music, and a level of grace we have honestly never seen from him on this stage. He wasn't just counting rotations, he was telling a story and skating smart. Ilia knew that in the team event, consistency was way more important than trying to break world records. He left out his famous quad axel, the hardest jump in the world, simply because he did not need it to win this gold for the team. Choosing a safer program to secure points for the USA shows a scary new level of mental strength and maturity. The quad god has become a master tactician. He knows when to risk it all and when to play it safe. Now he has an Olympic gold medal before the men's singles event even begins. All that pressure has vanished. He has done his duty for the country. Now he skates for himself. With the individual events starting in days, one big question is haunting the Milan arena. Is there anyone left on this planet who can stop this man? All the momentum is with Malinin. He has already felt the Olympic ice. He has heard the crowd roar and already beat his biggest rivals, Yuma Kagayama and Shoma Uno, in a head-to-head battle. Mentally, that victory backflip was a huge blow to everyone else, sending a very clear message to the field. He is out there having fun while everyone else is panicking about their jumps, and for the next event, he is taking the gloves off. Ilia Malinin no longer has to worry about a team score. He is about to show his true power. The quad axel, the 6-quad layout, and probably that backflip again because the history books are waiting for him now. If Ilia wins the individual gold to match his team medal, he enters the Hall of Legends at just 21 years old. He is chasing the figure skating Grand Slam, trying to hold the world title, the Grand Prix trophy, and the Olympic gold all at once. Team Japan will certainly bounce back. They will return hungry for blood, but they aren't facing some talented kid who might choke under the pressure anymore. They are looking at an Olympic champion who just spent 4 minutes making physics look like a joke. We live in an era where personality matters as much as talent. We want athletes who break the rules. Ilia Malinin is the main character of these Winter Olympics. He did more than just win gold for the USA. He dragged this stiff, traditional sport kicking and screaming into the 21st century. He took a move once banned for being too wild and made it the iconic image of these games, proving you can respect history while burning it down. Picture Ilia Malinin upside down, defying gravity, floating right over those iconic Olympic rings. This will stand forever as the definitive symbol of the Milano Cortina Games. A new era of rebels has arrived, skaters who shatter boundaries and forbidden moves. America has finally found its salvation. As the legends take their bows, Ilia Malinin cements his legacy. That illegal jump was just the start. He has completely flipped the figure skating world on its head. Now, Team USA finally holds the gold to prove this revolution was real.